One of the most commonly asked questions I get is when is the right time to buy a home in the Palm Springs area? Well, this question has never been more important than it is now, and you'll see why in this video. My name's Tommy Jordan, your Palm Springs area realtor. Before we get into all this market data from different cities in the Coachella Valley, we're first going to talk about what does best mean, because I'm going to show you in this video real life examples and real data so you can make the best decision for you and your family. That's what I believe in this channel, presenting you data and facts and information and not just fluff and like cotton candy, right? So I think cotton candy because I have 4 kids, you know what I mean? So it's like candy. Kids love candy, you know? Oh, and Halloween's coming up. So anyways, I just dated this video, but this video is still evergreen. You could watch it if it's Christmas or even Easter. It's still going to be applicable to you. So what does best mean? Well, most people, when they say best, because that's a very just vague term, they mean when is the most inventory on the market. So they have more options as a home buyer, because who doesn't love options? Okay, this is a consumer culture. The more options, the better. And then 2, a lot of people think when can they get the best deal? So first, let's talk about options. And for the last 5-6 years, what I would typically tell people is in the summer months, you usually have less options because more property owners, sellers, and I work with sellers, they'll be like, no, I don't want to list in the summer because who's home shopping when it's 110, 120 degrees? Well, I have to tell you, I sold like 4 or 5 homes in July alone, even when it was summertime. So people are out looking, but generally there's more demand when it comes to January, February, March, because that's when we have our beautiful season and it's 78 degrees outside and all the snowbirds are coming here. So, more demand, less supply. People think they're going to get a better price for their home than in summer. Typically, a lot of buyers, they'll come in the summer to get deals because at certain price points, say if you're like 1 million, 2 million plus, most of those buyers are not shopping around when it's 110 degrees. So in the summer months, you tend to get better deals because there are less of those kind of buyers out. But if it's, under $1 million and you have a lot of families or people coming before the school season starts or whatever, you still might have some competition. But I would say we're going to throw all of that out the window because the market is changing. And even when you're watching this video, most likely this is going to be relevant to you because for the last 5-6 years, since 2020, we saw the market shift and there was no inventory. There was a lot of buyers and it was hard to get a good deal. So timing was everything. And timing's still important now, but I'm going to show you why as a buyer, the time is pretty right now. So for example, here's La Quinta, Palm Desert, Palm Springs, Rancho Mirage. I'm going to give you a broad overview of a bunch of different cities. Let's look at La Quinta, for example. If we look at La Quinta, check out the average days on market. You could see during the whole pandemic, it was really low because interest rates were near zero. There were nothing. Money was cheap to borrow and everyone was buying homes. So the supply of homes, you could see right here in 2020, just really got gobbled up completely. So it was more critical than ever during these months to try to find the right month to buy. But now, if you look at where we're at now in October, late 2025, you could see at inventory is really reaching all-time high levels from the last 5 years. Look at average days on market. Let's just look at inventory. Okay, inventory, you could see this is interesting. It's coming down a little because we had interest rate cuts, and then also we're going into our season. So we're getting a little more demand. But even at this level here, of say 300 homes on the market, that's still the highest it's been in the last 5 years or so for La Quinta. But it's not just La Quinta. Let's look at Palm Desert. Palm Desert, the same thing. Look at the average days on market going up. Look at the inventory levels going up. And this is consistent. You see things dip down and it's funny. You see things dip down and it goes up and we're making higher lows and higher highs, right? Palm Springs, look at average days on market in Palm Springs. Really skyrocketing in Palm Springs, and look at inventory. I mean, it's pretty dramatic. Rancho Mirage, same thing. So, any city across the valley, you're seeing the trend. There's more homes on the market than there's ever been. So, as a buyer, the time has never been better. Buyer. As a buyer, I was going to say buyer. As a buyer, the time's never had like, I like glitched right there. As a buyer, it's never been a better time. I'm just leaving that in the video. It's never been a better time to find a good property at a good deal. Because even right now, as we're going into our season, there are sellers waiting to list properties, which I think is a terrible idea, because then you're going to have even more inventory than we already have. So if you're a seller, it's like, get your home listed before there's 10 in your neighborhood instead of 3. So should you wait till summer to buy a home right now? Well, you could see inventory is at the highest it's been. I mean, you could wait till summer, but right now I'm getting deals. Some of the deals, like I'm working with a client right now in Indian Wells, and it's a higher end property, but they're getting like over $200,000 off this home. This same home, if it would have sold in say 2022, 23, and I have comps for it, it would have sold for 1.8 million. Okay. And they're getting it well below 1.3 million, which is just crazy. But it's just because that's the market right now. And the buyers that are active and they're being proactive making offers. I made a video about this. Make sure you watch it on my channel. It just talks about how buyers right now are missing out on deals. That's the thing, right? A lot of times, when is the best time to buy? It's based on market conditions, not just season. Yes, seasons change with more of a supply coming on than other times. But right now, this is all related to overall economic conditions and interest rates and inflation and all of that. So that's sort of superseding the normal just market cycle of summertime, less homes available, and then winter months, more people want to list. All that's sort of going out the window. Another thing I want to mention is sometimes the right time to buy is when the right home comes on the market, because some neighborhoods that are smaller, there might be only, 50 homes in a neighborhood, and maybe there 5 or 6 sell in a year. So maybe you've located one of those neighborhoods, hopefully with me, and the best way to thank me for watching these videos and getting all this helpful content, don't call another realtor, call me. I'm the one who's helping you. So yeah, I just got to say this because people think I make these videos just for fun, like I'm a YouTuber. No, I'm a real estate agent. This is what I do day and night. So I'd love to help you. So if you have a specific, neighborhood you're trying to reach, sometimes the best time to come to buy a house is when the one comes on the market that's on a golf course, it has a pool and spa, it's recently been fully renovated, and you're planning to retire here and keep the home for the next 20 years. I mean, so you don't really care about market conditions. I mean, sometimes that's the right time. So the best time to buy is really based on your needs, your criteria, and I could help you. I could listen to you. We do a home buyer consultation, which I do them every single day with new home buyers. And then I find out what matters to you. And then I could determine how we could get you the best deal and when's the right time to buy for you. Because I can make blanket statements on a lot of this stuff, and it will apply to the majority of people watching my videos. But sometimes you might have a really unique situation where all of this goes completely out the window. So I hope this video is helpful to you. Like and subscribe. If you're watching these videos, it's free to do and it helps these videos to reach more people. And make sure you reach out to me down below. Don't be shy. I would love to work with you. And I'll see you next weekend in the next video.